Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for a quick look at the top 10 safety razors. All right, well, we get asked all the time with emails and phone calls, Matt, what are some of your favorite razors? So, I thought, let's just pick them out. Let's talk all about them. I picked ones that I thought and my staff thought were popular, that we get a lot of requests, we sell a lot of. People don't return them. People aren't hating on them. And I think that's like the first thing you should look at. You shouldn't grab a razor that's super obscure, that you're going to be like the only one out there using it, because if you're getting started, you're going to want to have a little support, a little feedback. If you need to hop on a chat room or a Facebook group or comment or go do some research about it, you can find out information. You should not have like a weird, obscure razor. So these are all very much mainstream razors. You should be able to find them most places. And I also tried grabbing razors that are relatively accessible. So we're going to go kind of in like reverse order from the most affordable to the most expensive. And in no particular order other than that. I grabbed the Parker 99R. So Parker is a company out of India, and they have made a name kind of as like a very budget-friendly line of razors, a lot of beginner kits, a lot of razors if you're trying to get started. So Parker's a great choice for that. And I like that this 99R's got the longer handle. A lot of guys coming from cartridge world are going to expect that long handle. In time, you probably learn maybe you don't always need it or don't have to have it. It's got the butterfly style design, so very reminiscent of Gillette. These are made of brass. There is some zinc components in here though, and it's all chrome plated. I also kind of like the barber pole style handle, a little bit more kind of like throwback. Yeah, good weight, good price, good company, Parker 99R. All right, next up is probably one of the OG razors of all time. No joke, this razor has been in continuous production since the 50s. This is the Merkur 34 HD. It's probably the razor that you've seen most recommended out there. I know for a long time is the top selling razor on like everyone's retail site, Amazon included. It is the standard bearer safety razor. If no one else, if you talk to no one else, you have to buy one razor to take it to desert island, take the Merkur 34 HD. It's got the traditional length handle. It's got a very easy, easy shaving, very Goldilocks, shaving razor, not too aggressive, not too mild. It's a two-piece style, so you turn the bottom knob and this pops off. You can throw your blade inside and put the cap back on. Similar to the Parker, this is made in Germany. It's made out of brass and zinc components and chrome plated. But yeah, great all-around razor. Can't go wrong, Merkur 34 HD. All right, next up is an Aylesworth Apex. So the Apex from Aylesworth. So Aylesworth is a buddy of mine. Caleb, what's up, man? He's out of Toronto. He's a designer, and he partners with a manufacturing firm in China to actually produce his products. But this is a really great, affordable aluminum razor, and he's got lots of different colorways. I just grabbed like a cool one that I thought, looked pretty neat with the purple guard, the black handle, black cap. But again, he's known for not super duper aggressive razors. This is a great way to get started. It's got a 5-pack of blades with it. He even has his own branded blades now. And it's got really handsome packaging. It's got a long handle. Again, if you're getting started, you're going to kind of want to gravitate. Maybe I want that longer cartridge feel that I'm used to. Very easy to shave with guard. I've used this before on set. I think, in fact, when he was here, we used this guy. So, like the Aylesworth, check it out. Aylesworth Apex. We couldn't do a video like this without talking about the behemoth in the industry, our buddies over at Henson. Henson is selling bee's knees levels of razors, like hundreds of thousands of razors a year. These guys are getting people into the movement. Whether you love them or hate them, or you think that like they're not cool enough to be in your bathroom, I think they're awesome. We sell a ton of Henson, and Henson itself is just, I love it because they're bringing people in, guys. That's what it's all about. They're bringing people into the movement. And they have a very easy to use razor. So this is the plus, so it's like the medium or like the mid aggressive. If you look at the head, it's got this really kind of unique way of being flat from the cap and the guard together, and that's on purpose so you can like really quickly find the blade angle, and it makes it for a very comfortable, easy to shave razor. The price point's just right. I think this is right around $70 US, and it comes with a pack of blades. These are made in Canada, And yeah, I'm a big fan. They have different colorways as well. They have different aggressive levels. There's mild, medium, and aggressive. We sell most of the medium, aggressive. But whatever color, whichever one you choose, you're in for a good time. Henson. And this is the AL13. Okay, another kind of big player in the industry that's been around for a long time, we're big fans of, is Rockwell. Rockwell's also out of Canada. These guys, this is like their most popular series. This is the 6S. S means stainless steel. And 6 is because there's 6 different aggressive levels in the same package. So it has a series of 3 different guards. And you can take each guard and flip it and have numbers. So like this is 3 and 1. So like 1's gonna be the most mild. There's gonna be over here like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 different sides. And what's changing is the blade gap. So if you've seen that term being thrown around, the gap of how aggressive it is, it's going to be basically more and more of the blade allowed to kind of come at your beard and your skin and the hair and get in there. So you can kind of adjust this razor with just one 3-piece setting. So like you can keep on changing the guards out and find the one that works best for you. Now, once you find the one that works best for you, you may not use these other guards, or you may find I like this one guard on my neck, this one guard on my face, or maybe say if I've got like just 1 or 2 days worth of growth, I use this guard. But if I've like let it go for 4, 5, 6 days without shading, I need to like turn it up. So you have these different exposures for that. I happen to grab the black dyed one. I think this is like a PVD coating actually on here. But they have the stainless steel look. They have a white chrome look. So there are some different color options from the 6S. But these have been around for more than a decade, I think, and very popular. And we sell a ton of them. Rockwell 6S. Okay, one thing Razor Emporium is known for is, of course, traditional vintage safety razors. So I had to grab some OG original Gillette razors. This is a absolute classic. If someone says, what's one Gillette razor I should own? I have a bunch of modern razors. I want to try a vintage one. I say, get a Red Tip. Red Tip Super Speed, also known as the Heavy Super Speed. These were made in the mid-50s, I think like 53 to 57. And this one happens to be a 58. I can tell because there's a little date code on the bottom. Some people like that of like lining up with their birthday or special anniversary or special year. But anywho, this is original condition. We've just done a quick polish job on it. Maybe we redid the powder coat on the tip down here. But it's a butterfly design and it's more of their aggressive. They had 3 different models in this time frame. They had like the medium, the mild, and the aggressive. So this was the aggressive, but even this aggressive level is not like crazy. It's not like gonna skin your face or be like a potato peeler. I find it to be really comfortable. It's my favorite of all the Gillette all the Gillette 1-piece razors. And yeah, we sell a ton of them. We have them available in original condition when the original condition is good enough, or a lot of times we have to do a replating job on it, a revamp service we call it, either in like nickel or gold or even rhodium. But you can't go wrong with having the Red Tip. I mean, it just looks like so classic. Like it's like so iconic. It's like 1950s nostalgia. Gillette Red Tip Super Speed. All right, another big brand out there that you cannot ignore is going to be Edwin Jagger, my buddy Neil Jagger out of Sheffield, England. They have a lot of DE razors kind of in the beginner range, but this is one of their more high-end ones. But even at the high end, I think this is only like $120 US or so. This is the 316 it's called. 316 is also the blend of stainless steel that's being used. So if you're looking for a really nice stainless steel 3-piece razor, it's going to be the Edwin Jagger 316. They have some different color options on this as well. I happen to grab the most popular, which just has the knurled handle. It's got your cap, your guard, and you assemble it like that. This guy, again, is 316. It's got a kind of a satin bead finish, looks like on the cap. But if you're also looking for maybe more on the corrosive resistance, if you're worried about blade stains or worried about long-term longevity of this guy, the stainless steel, especially 316 stainless steel, are going to be more kind of high quality or last a lot longer than, let's say, the chrome and zinc kind of razors, like at the lower price point that we've been talking about. But either way, this is going to shave great. It's shaved. I've done a comparison with this in a standard DE89 from Edwin Jagger. This is a tiny bit more aggressive, but I think it's very comfortable. Reminds me a lot of like the Gillette Red Tip But handsomely packaged, really well made, gorgeous, and you're gonna look like James Bond using it. It's Bond, baby. James Bond. How could we do this line of videos without including at least one shameless plug? So we had to have a Rex razor in here. If you guys didn't already know, Rex is like our sister manufacturing company that we love to bring all of our fun ideas out. This is a razor we put out a few years ago called the Rex Sentry. And it is a slant razor. So this only slant razor we're going to talk about. A lot of people get scared about slant razors. What's happening is the blade's being put on an angle, so it's providing more of a slicing action versus a chopping action. I always use a cheesy example, like if you have, let's say, a sticker on a window or mirror, you can take like a little razor blade and you kind of go chop, 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 chop. It's fairly effective, but if you go and kind of like slice through that sticker, it comes right off. It's the same idea. By putting the blade on an angle, it's actually slicing through your hair versus chopping it, and you will find it to be less tuggy, less pulley. People that have irritation problems, people that get ingrown hair problems, people that want to do one pass and be done, this is a fantastic razor for that. And of all the slant razors out there, I've used them all. We've actually done several videos, go watch them, called Slant Showdown. I'm going to brag just a tiny bit. This is the best. This is the most comfortable. It's more like a laser going through your hair. You're not going to feel like I don't know, like pulling, tugging, too aggressive, like your top layer of your skin is gone. It's really, really nice. My personal favorite, the Rex Sentry. I forgot to say, it's made in America. All right, we're getting down to the last couple here. I grabbed, for number 9, I grabbed a Tatara. This is out of Portugal, and we're big fans of these guys. They're doing a lot of the same stuff we're doing with Rex, meaning they're making high-end stainless steel razors, beautifully packaged, beautifully designed. Love the way they do this with the cork. Here we go. We got this razor we're going to pull out, and this is called the Masamune. Masamune. They're really big into the Japanese samurai culture. So it's like their logo, their emblem there, and all their different model names are all, like, I think pretty much samurai swords or samurai-inspired names. So this is their solid guard design. Again, it has a super long handle. It is stainless steel, but I'm pretty sure it's got the PVD coating on it. That's what you see is this black color. It's a very, very durable color. And we sell a lot of the Tatara now. I've been surprised once we brought them on. A little bit more high-end. I think I clocked this. Where's my little price tag on this? Yeah, I think this is around $219 US. So a little bit towards that higher end in the safety razor world, but still there's a lot higher end. But it should last a lifetime. You can pass this down to your kids. You're going to get a great shave. You're going to look cool, sharp as a samurai. Tatara Masamune. And last but not least, coming in at the top, the king, the emperor, the Gillette Fatboy. Pretty much the most popular razor we see in our shop. On a service level when customers send them in. It's also my top razor to buy when I'm sourcing, inventory for our store. We buy and sell hundreds of these a month. That's not an exaggeration. They are very popular, and we do them in lots of different finish options. So these adjustable Gillette razors came out towards the end of the 50s. This one came out in 1960, and it had the butterfly design, of course. And it's got the adjustable. So there's a little series of numbers here, and you can turn these numbers. And what's happening is it's pushing a little tray inside that then also pulls the blade up away from your safety bar. So it's going to create more and more blade gap, and that's going to give you a closer and closer shave. So I always tell people start off like a setting 1, 2, or 3, give it a couple strokes, little, maybe half a shave, and then start slowly turning it up. Some people say you have to loosen the bottom doors to turn it. I would agree with that statement. It will operate when it's fully closed down. You can really tighten it and it'll still work, but it works a lot easier if you just loosen it a tiny bit. Anywho, this has been done in a custom finish we offer called Prospector, which is a combination of rhodium and 24 karat gold, done exclusively at Razor Emporium. But again, it is iconic, the way it shaves. I think it is the all-time highest reviewed Gillette razor ever. I think this is really when Gillette was at its absolute peak, Everything was firing on all cylinders. You know, the Toggle was coming out at the same time frame. You had the Fatboy coming out. They were on top of the world. Safety razor shaving was at its pinnacle, its peak, before cartridges, before electrics really took over. 1950s, the Gillette Fatboy. You gotta have one, you gotta try one. Well, I hope you guys found today's video informative, and I hope that it shed some light on maybe some razors that you had heard about, seen, thought, maybe, is this a good idea? Is this a good option? I always tell people, whichever one you choose, just dive in. Please don't have analysis paralysis, where you're gonna be analyzing for 6 months, what's the perfect razor for me, and you're still hating the way you shave with your cartridges and your electric razor or whatever else, and you're just like, I just can't make the decision. Whatever you do, just dive in. Grab one of these, grab something else, experiment, have some fun, because once you start, the fun don't stop, okay? It's like a can of Pringles. Dive in, enjoy yourself, get one of these, get something else. If you have another razor, what's number 11, what's number 12? Tell me below in the comments a razor I left out that I'm just a total doofus for leaving out, that I should have had up here on the counter. Tell me below in the comments, I want to hear from you guys. That's all I got. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this video with someone who needs to watch it and dive in and buy one. Subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed. Like it, like the video. Come on, it takes like 2 seconds. And we'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.